Welcome back to Fish Food, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Marcus Aurelius, and this is Dominions 5, Warriors of the Faith, and we are in summer of the year 5 of the Ascension Wars. First off, I'd like to thank those of you who have stuck with the series and are still watching it very much. I really appreciate it. I know this is a long series. I know it's had its ups and its downs, but I feel it is an enthralling kind of story, how we've been battling back from the brink of disaster at every corner, and I just want to thank those of you who are still with me. I hope that you're getting a lot of enjoyment out of it. So alright, we empowered one of our land sages in nature so that he can then forge the Moonvine Bracelet, which gives a nature buff. We're casting Astral Window so that we can see what's going on inside these castles before we storm them, because if there's like a Capricorn in there, naturally, we're not going to send troops, even Morvox, because as we've seen historically, they tend to cut and run. I hear you talk to Fish. I know he's our most powerful water mage, but he's casting Claymen simply because he gets a lot of bang for his buck. Because he has so much water magic, he gets more Claymen than the average cast, and it's very cheap for 5 water gems. Other guys are summoning Asp Turtles, because you only get one of those, no matter who summons them. Alright. There's a battle in Oceania. This is their capital. We're finally, after such a long time, whittling them down. This is just a cursory force. We have a bunch of men-at-arms, although technically they're Marrows-at-arms, so I'm not sure why they're called men-at-arms, but whatever. We've got a couple Morvox, actually really experienced Morvox. That's fantastic, though they're not going to get blessed, I'm pretty sure. We're led by Radulb. He's got the Numbness Staff. He has the Helm of Heroes to raise the morale. Plus, he has the Horn of Valor to raise the morale. Plus, he has the Wall Shaker to create panic in the ranks. We should probably give that to someone else. I think he might have picked it up from somewhere because he has a choice, right? Every turn, he can either cast Numbness or Panic. So that's a waste. I'd rather give that to someone else so that we can cast both. Although I don't know if we necessarily have another commander in this army. And of course, we have Thalassa, who now has 2 stars of experience, so she's even better than she was before. Heck, if we weren't using her as a super combatant, we'd probably want to use her as a leader, because not only can she lead 140 Marrow or Morvox or whatever, but also 70 magical units. And one thing we've had a problem with so far with our nation is that we're not very good at leading magical units. At least in bulk. But regardless. What are we fighting against here? Okay, we are... Well, I don't know, Radulb. I don't know if using Panic on the Ghosts is the way to go, but heck, maybe. They don't have great morale, only 18. So who knows? So the only thing defending Oceania is a Spectre. We've seen those before. We've summoned them ourselves. I'm not too worried about it. The Ghosts might be interesting, although the Golden Lance is a magical weapon, so their Ethereal provides them with absolutely no protection at all. Our Marrow, however, are just going to be aiming their spears at them to no effect. Hopefully the Morvox will get there first. And they do. As you can see, they're doing quite a bit of damage. The Ghosts do have a chill aura. Oh, there's our Leo Campus. Okay, we're not cold resistant, we're just fire resistant, but I'm not too worried about it. It'll tire us out, but who cares? Wow, the Ghosts have regeneration? I did not know that. Well, it doesn't actually say that they have regeneration, but I keep seeing little plus signs. Oh well. Not important. They're sending a water elemental against us, against our Queen of Water, who just slapped it to death. Nice. And now the Marrows are struggling to take these Ghosts out, and we're good to go. So now we just have the Spectre. Thalassa got to him first, thank goodness. And he is done for. Oceania, well, the province of Oceania is ours. There's still a castle. The only thing we lost was the Leo Campus. White Lake. I am pretty sure, ladies and gentlemen, that this is the largest battle in all of my Dominions Let's Plays. I mean, I didn't go back and watch all 10 of them or however many, but I just feel like this might be the biggest battle of them all, so I hope you enjoy it. There are 1,000 Pelagians here. Really, I'm serious. Over 1,000. And then, of course, a ton of Sea Serpents. Now, why don't we like Sea Serpents? Because they have a fear effect. Also, a ton of Asp Turtles. Why don't we like them? Same reason. Then we have Sea Dogs, Hippocampi, Shamblers. They even have their own nymphs who have awe, which is not cool when you're on the receiving end of it, obviously. They have a ton of Amber Clan, which are the creme de la creme of the Tritons. We have a gelatinous cube, which I'm weirded out by because I was under the impression this could not be cast underwater. Maybe it was something else I was trying to cast. But yeah, this swallows people on trample, and it has an acid splash and stun immunity and affliction resistance. It's a pretty interesting thing. And as far as national troops, they have a ton of their champions of the closed realm, a bunch of claymen, and something like 30 priests. I'm not kidding. They have a heroic prophet with double wielding, an ice sword and a coral blade. Look at his hit points. I tried really hard to preach in the province before ending the turn so that it might fall into our dominion, but no such luck. And of course, backing them everybody up are the Ether Warriors. Although, luckily for us, their equipment has gone rusty. Oh, we're at half speed. We don't need that. I think regular speed is fine. Okay, so what do we have? Let's just look at our army in the face of this gigantic mass here. So we have... Oh my god. Well, we do have a bunch of Morvoks. We have a ton of Morvoks, but in addition to that, we have standard Morvoks, meaning that aren't attached to a Morgan Captain. The Morgan Captain Morvoks, the Guardians, are back here. Then we have our regular ones. We're sending our Asp, Turtle, and Sea Serpent out forward to hopefully get some fear effect. We have some Leo Campi leading the charge. So this is the province defense, obviously, clearly. We have some giant lobsters ready to trample. As far as our own army that we brought with us, we have a bunch of Kidnids, of course, more than they have, certainly. A ton of men at arms, Marrows at arms. Apparently these claymen are in the wrong place because they're going to head back to guard. We have a druid. For some reason, I have a druid standing in front of the line. We have some sea trolls here. We have a ton of druids, actually. I mean, one thing we're going to have is magic. We already have friendly currents set up. Hopefully they'll do some great things, I hope. Okay, they're legions of stealing. That's fine. Frozen hearts going off left and right. They're cav, I guess if you can call it. It's legions of steel everywhere. Here come our Morvoks. They've been blessed and ready to go. Holy moly. Okay, so we're holding them off with Morvoks in the north flank. The center flank is being held by our nymphs and trolls. The south flank is being held by what's left of our Marrows and more Morvoks, but they're starting to get surrounded. They're not holding off the south flank as well. Plus we have the fear-causing serpents, which I'm sure is having their effect. We, of course, are greatly outnumbered, and this army, of course, is being led by Princess Peach. I mean, I'm hoping the friendly currents helps. Now we're casting... Well, I don't know if we or they are casting Sermon of Courage. I wish the text up here would be colored based on who... Speaking of colors, let's do that. Oh, that really shows you how bad we've got it here. I wish this was colored to show whether it was your team or the other team that was casting it. I mean, we're definitely holding our own, but... I don't know if those are Morvoks or Nymphs going down. Probably a combination of both. We're causing a lot of their guys to flee. Yeah, look at all their heroes. Not heroes, but like commanders. Look at all these priests. Look at all these priests. Ridiculous. I'm impressed. After seeing our armies flee for like no reason all the time, it's nice to see them just stand and fight for a change. Because we are the quality force, I say as they start taking off. Wait, Claymen aren't supposed to ever run. They have 50 morale. Oh, you know what? They're probably dutifully following their druid who's running. Our Morvoks are definitely holding, though. And we have Princess Peach here, who unfortunately for her is over-fatigued. I didn't give her any fatigue-reducing stuff, although she does have reinvigoration from the Bless. So far, they've protected her pretty well by holding a circle around her, but now everyone's kind of running. Our nymphs are taking off. Morvoks down here. They're finally fleeing. Come on, princess. I need you to... Okay, she's fleeing. But unfortunately, there's people in her way. She is at 99 fatigue. So she's definitely in position to get critically hit with only 16 hit points. I wish they'd take more evasive action. If they're trying to get away, they should try to get around their enemies instead of fighting them. She's now surrounded by the enemy. I don't think Princess Peach is getting out. This might be our first dead Morgan Princess. Because I recruit mostly a captain, so here come the Ether Lords. Yeah, they're not gonna... This isn't gonna be pretty. She's completely fatigued out. There's one nymph standing there, and Princess Peach died. I guess we missed it. There's some claymen, and our one remaining brave nymph just standing there. Then she's done. She held off for a while, though. I gotta give her credit. Alright, so we just got trashed here. Okay, so we killed none of their leaders except for one Amber Clan noble. But we did kill 15 algae men, 24 Amber Clan, 3 apostates of the Closed Realm, 19 champions of the Closed Realm. Wish we would have killed an asp turtle, but we did not. We did get 47 Coral Clan hoplites. All the Ether Warriors survived. We took out 9 of the Hippocampi, 1 Knight of the Deep, 16 of the Leocampi. We did kill 74 Mermen. Well, that's nice. 9 hoplites, 20 militias, 28 soldiers. So they're basic infantry. 11 sea dogs, 2 of the 12 serpents. 8 out of 103 shamblers, okay. 21 tritons of the shark tribe. 19 regular tritons, 21 triton guards. So they sent their auxiliaries against us mostly, and their basic military, and we trashed them up, but their dangerous troops all survived. All of their kidnids survived. They probably never even actually got into the battle. So they brought 1,009, and we killed about 400 of them. We lost. Our Knight Commander made it out. Our 6 Morgan champions, so our 6 thugs all made it out, apparently. I'll check the retreat in just a moment. They killed 76 as a team. Our princess, unfortunately, Princess Peach, did die. She killed 1. Our druids, 5 of them died, 9 of them... So 4 of them made it out. All of our claymen are dead. Our kraken made it out. Of the kidnids, 25 died, so we still have a couple nymphs left. They killed 51, so they did a fantastic job. So essentially, our army is Morgan Thug champions, Morvok Knights, who combined killed 200 of the 400 that we killed. And then the Kidnids took out 51. And of course, our men-at-arms, we have to give them some credit. They took out 66 and paid a heavy price. Alright. And our province defense, of course, they fought bravely as well. One of our asp turtles killed 4. That's great. The lobsters with their trampling killed 14. I'll take it. Most of our province defense, though, was ineffective. Alright, retreat details. Fion, the Ysian druid, made it out. Tiomode, the druid, made it out. Blaithnate, the Morgan champion, made it out. All of her bodyguards made it out. Baron, the Morgan champion, with 3 of her bodyguards, made it out. Muriok, I remember him. I think he was one of the ones with gems, unfortunately. He died. Indract survived. Donell got out with 3 of her... bodyguards, and one of her bodyguards did make it out, but was lost. Our Knight Commander made it out with 20 units under his command, probably the Marrow, I'd guess. I really hate Pelagia. She made it out, which is great, so she can continue to hate Pelagia even more. Revenge made it out. I love them. I got a little silly with those names, but I kind of enjoy them. Ife made it out. And then 19 unaffiliated units made it out. I guess those are the ones that were being commanded by Princess Peach, of which 15 made it out. And then it says, to friendly Tur. So I wonder if there was more, you know, more underneath this, and I just can't see it, because they never thought that this window would have that much text in it. Who knows? So that was the story. That's the biggest battle in Marcus Aurelius LP history, and we were not on the winning end of it, considering we were outnumbered 5-1? A little bit better than that. Maybe 4-1. Alright, Sea of Rond. Will they duplicate their success? No, they won't. We have some sharks now. That's cool. And we win. Genom. We are being attacked by Oceania. They like Genom for some reason. I mean, they're bringing a decent force. Some Kraken, a Serpent, some Leo Campi. I think we've got this, but it's worth watching. The Sharks just get trashed. The Ichthyids, though, with the nets. I mean, again, they're the weakest troops in the world, but that net is fantastic. Our Trolls are running. The Lobsters, I'm very fond of. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. You might hear it, you might not, but every time I record, which when you factor in the total amount of my time living is very small, like maybe 1%, but it's always that damn truck or whatever it is with the vroom, vroom. They're always going somewhere, man. Alright, battle at the Fortress of Soth Alar. This was kind of a gamble because there's nothing special. Well, I mean, there's Morvox, obviously, but we've seen how they fail as well sometimes. And they have something crazy here. What is this? A telesthetic animate. Okay, so it's just a level 2 priest. And of course, they always go for the walls first, which I hate because all your troops get distracted. Like, I guess sending one up the wall is fine, but you don't have to send everybody, so they're just sitting there looking stupid. It's just bad AI. I think it's cool that they're putting the troops on the walls now instead of just having towers which shoot magical arrows constantly. But I don't like the fact that it ties up. I mean, all they gotta do is reprogram the AI to only send a couple troops up here to take these guys. And if they die, then send a couple more. But don't just have your whole force loitering at the bottom of the stairs. Alright, so the telesthetics, they're using that spell that hurts sacred units to good effect. Oh, here come our... Are those R? Yeah, they're blue, so they're R Asp Turtles. Actually, we pretty much killed everything. Except for the units on the walls. And it looks like, you notice they don't have any color underneath them? Oh, okay. From out there, I thought they were like maybe special units that were only on the walls, and they weren't actually part of the army. But then as soon as they hit the ground, their color returns. I'm sure in a couple patches, Illwinter will fix the wall mechanics so it's not ridiculous. Meanwhile, we're trying to trample this stone statue, who's very spry for a stone statue, I've got to say. And we are victorious. Soth Alar is ours. We lost some Claymen, 2 Morvox, but otherwise nothing substantial. Very good. Very good team. 226 gold, fantastic. 6 air gems, even more fantastic. Oceania. Walls are critically damaged, but we're not going to do anything there. Sea of Woe breached. Xanthrast breached. We have 2 new famous heroes. Ife has unequaled obesity, which you laugh, but it's actually the best heroic ability in the entire game because it gives her more hit points. And I really hate Pelagia now has heroic battle prowess, which actually I don't really remember what that is. Increased attack skill. Okay, defense skill I would have preferred. But darkness? Really? Alright, well let me show you what I'm doing. So, White's Lake was where we lost that huge battle. So they've been reduced. They have more than 480. They probably have like... well, no, that's about right. We killed about 400. So, everyone who just conquered Soth Alar is staying there. But a few of the people fled from White Lake to Soth Alar, so I'm having them move back down to Sea of Silence. I'm having everyone who fled, essentially, back there. With one exception, Baran can't get back there because she fled to this province here. So she's actually going to come down to Mountains of Mist and maybe, I don't know, join up with these ones here, threaten Green Waters, maybe kill some people in Ivermark. I'm not sure. She has 3 of her Morvox left. I am moving a guy up to pick up the rest of these troops. A couple nymphs and... Actually, I should look here. I didn't... Oh, good thing I did. Okay, let's put them back. And let's put these guys back, I guess. Your Strength of Giants, so you're kind of more important. We'll give the guard to you. So we're massing everyone here in Sea of Silence. We're actually redirecting this entire army under Princess Zelda, with the exception of the bishop, who I still need to use to claim that throne. So Zelda's bringing all of her troops, which is quite substantial. Primarily, the big strength of Zelda's army is the front line of Asp Turtles, because they will trample, scatter the enemy, and scare them. And then we have our Marrow coming in. We have Morvox attacking the rear. We also have Marrow, cheapy Marrow attacking the rear. Zelda's Steward doesn't have any orders. Actually, no, stay behind, thank you. I wish I could give the a numbness staff to him, but we're nowhere where we have access to that. So we have Strength of Giants happening. We have Wave Warriors happening because he has gems. This should really help. This will turn a lot of our troops to Liquid Body. And we have Legions of Steel. So, I mean, we're still going to be greatly outnumbered, but we do have 100 units here, 60. Once everybody combines, we'll have about 70. Oh, damn. White Felchin, why don't you have any orders? What the hell's going on here? Alright, so I really hate... Pelagia is going to be there, along with Blathnate and Revenge. Blathnate is awesome. Not only is she a hero, but she has 4 stars. She does have the Coral Sword. I think that Coral Sword actually contributes to their longevity, because that gives her more hit points. It's not as effective offensively as the Frostbrand, but it is plus 8 hit points, which you can't really piss away, especially when you have only, what is it, 18 hit points on these guys to begin with. They're not like giants or anything. She also has the Morale Scale Mail. She's got a nice setup, actually. You don't see it a lot with me. Mostly I have Frostbrands and either the Air Armor or the Earth Armor, but the Red Dragon Scale is pretty cool. So Revenge has a more traditional Frostbrand. She does not have a helmet, but she does have the Trident, which also kills people around her, and the Air Armor. They should all have the Girdle, because that helps reinvigoration. I keep looking at Blathnate. Let's go down. I really hate Pelagia. She's fully stocked. She has the Horror Helm, the Bracers, and the Girdle, the Air Armor, and the traditional Frostbrand, and that. Alright, so then we have another Morvok coming. We are bringing... Who are we bringing? We're bringing Eif, or Eif, and Fion, and Iagniak. Iagniak's the guy who has the friendly currents, so we definitely need him. You know, the reason why Fei Qin, the reason why his troops aren't set up for war is because he was just the guy bringing the reinforcements, right? Like, he's not even supposed to have this water lens. He was going to give that to one of our mages. So he's just going to have to hold on to it, I guess, and hopefully survive. So we're going to, I guess, set up as best we can here with these guys. You guys come down here. So you can hold an attack closest. He doesn't have any type of morale boosting stuff either. The undisciplined guys will go in the front. The turtle isn't necessarily undisciplined, but since I'm putting him together, I don't care. It does lower the morale, but for one turtle, he's not going to last long enough for it to matter anyway. I'm going to keep the 5 guard on Blathnate. I was going to give one to one of these two, but she deserves it. She's the one we don't want to lose. I mean, we don't want to lose any of them, but she's definitely the one we don't want to lose. Alright. But this is not what you're actually going to see. When everybody's here, this is what you're going to see. So it looks a lot better. Eif only has 2 protectors. That sucks. But, so Felchin's just a small part of the whole. We also have Iagniak, who's coming with more nymphs and trolls. And then we, of course, have Princess Zelda, who has a shit ton of Morvoks. About 80 Marrow. And all these Asp turtles that'll go in after the first one. Plus 5 morale, too. Look at that. That's because she's wearing the hat, and she has the horn. So their morale is fantastic. 24. 17 on our Marrow, who have shit morale, man. I mean, like... Oh, man. 12 morale is not the best. Morvoks, they at least have 15, naturally. These guys only have 2 morale, so they're up to only 13. But that's because Zelda's Steward. I could have given him a horn, too, I guess, but... I don't really care. These guys aren't going to do too much anyways. They only exist to keep flankers from getting around to our commanders. So this is going to be another huge battle after we resolve this. But the bishop is heading to Baptizer to take that throne. We have decided not to storm Sea of Woe because there's a Capricorn in there. So instead, I'm moving Thalassa up there. She'll take it, and then she'll come back and finish off Oceania once that's done. I'm really just having troops just sit here just to keep Oceania from doing anything. Otherwise, Xanthrast. I want to siege it. I mean, storm it, I mean. I really do, but I'm going to wait one more turn so that I could spy it out. Because, yeah. We have a lot of troops, but they're just basic troops. Nobody here has any type of morale boost. Well, he does the hat, I guess. So they have 3 morale on these guys. But these guys only have 1 morale. In fact, Snip Snip. Well, actually, he does have the hat, too. I'm thinking of giving this whole army to Artan. Maybe sending Snip Snip back for reinforcements. I might do that. Yeah, now they have +3 morale. It just, that little +2 morale would help, and he can hold up to 3 units. So, oh shoot, but he can't hold all the people. Alright, well, Snip Snip, I guess you're still in business. And he is going to cast Panic, so that'll help us too. We have Liquid Body, Frozen Heart. We don't have any excellent magic. Everybody's just Frozen Hearting. Oh, we do have Curse of Stones. Okay, so that will slowly sap the will. Not the will, but the... it'll wear down and tire our enemies. Yeah. It's going to give them a severe burden, so moving will be slow and exhausting. But fighting will be extra exhausting and can prove disastrous, even for lightly armed soldiers. That's a good little ace up our sleeve. It does require 3 Earth Gems, and he only has 3 Earth Gems. So he's only going to get 1 cast of it. So we'll wait until we're sure this is what we want to do. Otherwise, Devlin here, he can't forge the bracelets yet. We need to actually forge a Thistle Mace for him. I don't think anyone's doing it, though. And we're out of people with hammers. So it looks like Devlin's just going to have to forge his own Thistle Mace and pay full price for it. It's alright, though. I'm getting a Crystal Coin, too, which gives one of our Astral troops an additional Astral. I don't know if it's absolutely necessary, but I thought maybe giving one of the rare Druids that have 1 Astral, a 2nd Astral, might give them additional options for casting. We'll see. And that's really it, folks. That's all we're doing right now, so let's end the turn. We still have just terrible Dominion. And it's funny, because I'm tearing down Pelagia's temples as fast as I can. Okay, that's funny. I actually planned all the moves out in advance, and it still took almost a half hour. Well, a lot of that was the battle, I suppose. But we'll just watch the reports here, and then we'll call it an episode. Okay. Tractor found a death site. Dark Depths. Love it. Sea of Rond. This is not the big battle. Nah. We won. Genom, again. They keep throwing armies at Genom, and they keep losing them. Yep. Alright, Ocean of Plenty, we are attacking them. Oh, right, they have a temple here. That's why we attacked this particular province. We're running out of provinces, actually, that don't have forts in them. But when we find them, we destroy the temples. We will not tolerate heresy. Although, clearly, I Hear You Can Talk to Fish has nothing to prove, because his dominion's so small, and he doesn't care. Whatever. Here it is, folks. Here it is. We are now at war. That's one thing that's weird. No one declares war anymore. It used to be like they wouldn't attack you until they declare war, but now they just attack you for no reason. But that's going to be a problem, because I'm not well suited to take on R'lyeh, and obviously we're in life or death right now with Pelagia. I don't know, they have a turtle, so that's rough. But we still managed to... Oh man, the turtle just nailed us on the way out. We still managed to defeat them. So that was not the best way, probably, to initiate a war. This is a better way. Oh, shit. Alright, we have a ton of Meteorite Guard, which is their, like... This is their top, I think... Well, their top slave unit, anyway. We also have this monstrosity here, a thing that should not be. Great. We have just look at how many illithids. They're going to Mind Blast the hell out of us. Morvoks are useless against these guys. I guess we could wear magic resistance amulets. I'm not sure how effective they'll be, though, against 50 Mind Blasts. There's only a handful of these guys, maybe. A bunch of crazy things. Okay, so this is not good, obviously, clearly. So they took Serenity. We killed 5 things. Lovely. Just when things are starting to go well for us, Faraway Sea. It's a decent force. They can probably handle just province defense. Especially with mass protection. Alright. Green Sea. We got some fire and Astral. Okay, we have a new hero. Death to Pelagia. Heroic Endurance. That's a good one. Troops in Sea of Silence are starting to starve. Alright. Well. Let's move them out. Let's move them out to White Lake. That's funny. They moved a lot of their troops up to the... Oh, whatever. Who cares? We're going to White Lake. Let's hope for the best. Meanwhile, now we have R'lyeh to worry about. Alright, Xanthras, what do we have? 69 units. 69 units. But, I mean, if we wait... Oh, shoot. So, I think this, if they attack us here, this battle will be resolved before the assault on the fortress. And over in Seastag, they have the Harvester of Sorrows. Alright. Well, the good news about this is that we now have more targets. Although, that being said, I kind of want to go down here and continue just destroying all of Pelagia's temples. So that's what I'm going to do. Oh, that's a lot of income here. 130 income, and it's not going to me because it's not connected. I guess I could take on Black Gorge and it would be connected. Oh, R'lyeh. Why? Why now? I mean, I guess because there's nowhere else they can go, really. But shoot, there's, I mean, Nuptia's here kind of protecting this flank along with the Cursed Water and the Throne, although now I can make a grab for it. Ocean of Despair. Mire of Mystery belongs to them. Alright, well, at least Ielda, whatever, let's go to Ocean. Oh, shoot, we can't in one turn. Alright, well, we'll go up here. Thalassa is going to go into Sea of Woe, so she can storm that. And that's really all we can do. We're just going to sit here and hope for the best. Sally's here too. Sally, let's go up to Ocean of Our Lord so we can tag team Ocean of Despair. We do have a bunch of troops here, but I don't want to leave now. I wonder if we could... What does this have here? Another Harvester of Sorrows. Oh man, it's their god. Their god is guarding this place. Oh boy. Alright. I guess Captain Catfish is not going anywhere for the time being. We'll get someone else to lead out the troops. Oh boy. What's funny is, since they have all these shamblers here, we kind of have to keep an army to keep an eye on them because they can go back underwater. So that means this group who has a Bishop Fish can't really do much. Do we have many Morvoks? Well, we have, here's 2 more. Put that in the front. Murgial. She's just a captain. Or champion, I mean. She's not even a princess. But she's got what she needs. Wait, why does she have the water lens, though? She doesn't even have... Oh, she does have water magic. Okay, so she's casting something. She's casting... Water Ward. Yeah. Which is also a pretty good spell. Yeah, this is a pretty solid army here. And of course, this is incredibly solid here. Especially with all of our... And Princess Zelda's presiding over the fallen body of Princess Peach. Which means we need another princess. So, Princess Buttercup, are you ready to go? We should also recruit another one, too. Alright, Princess Buttercup, what do you have? She's pretty well set up. Let's get her some more Morvox. Let's toss some nymphs into the front lines. I'll let someone else carry the rear guys. We'll give you some asp turtles, though. Okay. Oh, another armored one. We're doing a pretty good job ferrying troops from the backcountry to the front line so we can get these armies set up. Okay, Buttercup, what are we going to do with you? We have a lot of stuff here. We're not going to give you the horn that breaks down walls, though. We'll give it to someone else. You have the... Oh, we also gave her a Scepter of Authority, which I think actually combustion can work. I think it actually can work underwater. It's like a fire attack, but it also gives increased command. I just thought it was funny so she can lead more people. It's actually not that useful because unlike the helmet, it doesn't improve their morale. But yeah, I can cast it underwater. There it is. So, you know, I think these princesses would actually be a lot more useful if they had 3 holy. I think that would make them better. They're so expensive that why not? I'll set up her up off camera, though, and the mages, too. She's going to go out with some mages. We might have to wait another turn to build up what we need. What do we find here? The Dark Depths. Oh, we got water and death. That's fantastic. Of course, now we have to be really careful because Rylay's everywhere. So we'll head on over to Troll Sea. Although, while we can, why don't we try to steal some provinces from them? Well, I guess this is why. Because this guy's patrolling here. So if we send him out to Broken Ocean, they could theoretically attack anywhere. Damn it. Damn it. Alright, well, Faraway Sea. Looks like he has them surrounded. I have to move out, obviously, clearly. Which is too bad. But we'll go after them in the storms. That actually is kind of a good idea, because then it frees this guy to grab Broken Ocean real quick. And then he can come back and defend if we need to. And of course, we're still producing troops as well. They're mostly shit troops, though. Let's go hold an attack closest. And I want you guys to be a line. Can we give you anything? You already have a water elemental. No, you don't. I guess we'll give you a water elemental. You do have the helmet, so you've already done that. We're not going to give you... We don't have a numbness staff. We're not giving you anything in terms of weaponry. Maybe this thing, just to protect you. Although, if this guy's getting attacked, the battle's already lost. Nah, he's fine the way he is. I wish I could give him something to do, but I'll just hold and stay behind. We'll give him the bodyguard, just to keep him somewhat safe. Alright, now our regular Marrows will split up into 2 forces, and they'll get the flanks. Alright. That should be plenty good here to just quickly take an undefended province. I mean, if Rylay's going to attack us, then we're going to make him pay for it. There's their capital, so it was only a matter of time. I think we could easily take out Alluvia, Giant Mark. Boat Eaters, actually, that's a great gift to us because it's a throne province right on our border. Very undefended. There are star spawns, actually, so no, I wouldn't go so far as to say undefended, but... Alright, Yarrow. It's even more important now that you bring your troops to the capital. Or would it be better to have him set up shop in the pit? No. I don't want a commander with no leadership bonus to fight in an enemy dominion, a high enemy dominion. If they take the pit, they take the pit. That's what our Morvox are for. All right, well, we're at 40 minutes, so I'm going to call it an end here. But all right, so now there's no holds barred. Everyone in the whole world is at war with us except for Xibalba, who is probably down to their last legs anyways. Although they're managing to hold on to Shiny Ocean, so thank you for that, Xibalba. I don't know how these guys got Ocean of Despair. I guess from Arcadis. So it would be nice to take their land provinces away. We are especially good at the land. But again, they have their freaking god here. And a Harvester of Sorrows. And an Uttervast is rough. Like, there's nothing we have. I don't think they could take it out. I don't even think Thalassa would be able to take it out. So, yeah. All right, cool. Well, thank you so much for watching. I'm Marcus Aurelius. I appreciate it. Have a good one.